Hello, in this tutorial we are going to look about how to draw ellipse in AutoCAD. So ellipse is in draw panel and this is the icon for ellipse, and I will just click on this drop down arrow. With this you can see this drop down, so I will click and I will see what are the options to draw ellipse in AutoCAD. So here you can see there are two methods. One is center method and another is axis end method, and we can just draw elliptical arc as well, so we will look about this as well. So first we will just draw here a ellipse with center method. So in this case we have to just give center point, and we have to just give end point of that axis and length of another axis. So let's see how to draw this one. So I will click on this center option, and then you can see here specify center of the ellipse. So right now I need this as a center. Okay, so I will give this center. Now I have to just give a endpoint of this axis, so I can just give here this point as well as this C point. So right now I need this as a endpoint. Then I will click here. Now the next option here will be I have to just give a distance on another axis. This was the x-axis, and in y-axis I will just give a distance. Either I can just enter a value here, or I can give here this point as a length. Okay, so for example I want this point. Okay, so I will hit enter. Now you can see ellipse is going to draw, and this was the center end method. Now let's see the next option here. I will click on this drop down, and the next option here is axis end method. So here you can see here we have to just give the distance or a length of first axis, and we have to just mention the distance on another axis like y-axis, and that will specify the center of the ellipse. So I will click here and I want to just give this as a length. Okay, this point and this point, this will specify the length of the ellipse. And now in y-axis I want to just give this as a distance. Okay, so I will just give this, or whether I can just give this as a distance. So it will just specify the just a distance between center to this point. Okay, so I will click here and you can see it is going to draw here. So this was axis end method. Now the next option here is we will just create a arc through ellipse. So I will click here this drop down, and I will just click on this elliptical option, and from here at the command line you can see it is asking about specify axis end of ellipse arc. Okay, or you can just enter center as well. So right now I need center, so I want to start from center, so I will click here on center, and I will just click here to specify the center. Now it is asking about specify end of this axis, so I will just specify this point as end of axis. Now at command line you can see it is prompting as specify distance to other axis. So in this axis we have to just mention the distance. So right now I need this distance, and still it is just giving the option at command line the specify start angle. So right now we can just start a arc from any of the point. For example, I need a arc from this point, so I can start it from here and I can end where I need it. Okay, so for example I need it up to this level as a ellipse arc, so I will click here to give a next point. So this is the method that how we can just create a arc in ellipse. So I hope you understand all of these options, that how we can just create a ellipse and ellipse arc as well. I will see you in the next.